Okay, in this video I want to go ahead and show what I've started with for gameplay, what I kind of came up with today. I think today is what, day 4? I think today's day 4. Yep, I started on the 27th and today's the 30th. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So kind of excited to finally get into the actual level design and start tweaking this, get it the way I want it to work, and seeing what it looks like. So I've got some levels set up, 6 levels. You can see they run from, let's see, 1,000. I just set up an arbitrary endpoint so I could see it loop a bunch of times, but out to about 14,000 pixels. And I'm just going to go ahead and show it, and we'll start talking about it. So you're going to come in, and basically the concept is you hit the line, the color, and your character changes to that color. And now if you touch one of those, anything else that's the same color as your ball, you die. That's the enemy for that given scene. And they're rather short sections right now. I just did this straight for demo purposes. So don't touch the orange ones. You can get the coins. And now I turn green, and if I touch anything that's green, I die. Go through that again. Basically, again, once you turn a color, everything until you change into the next color is your enemy. So now blue is my enemy and would kill me, but I can get invincibility, and then I can kill the enemies. So that's the invincibility. Here's red. I can get a strike, and it'll blow through the enemies. Again, we're back to blue again. Just don't touch the blue. Now we got orange. You get some points. Don't touch the orange. You can hit all the other stuff, just don't touch the ones you're supposed to. Now if you kill all enemies, boom, that kills every enemy on all the scenes that you're currently looking at. So that's kind of cool. That's why that one looked different, because I used kill all enemies. And then just kind of looping through here. And like I said, right now I just have it on the 6 colors. And yeah. So how did I make that happen? Boom, died. Okay, so come back over to development page, and let's see, we got the start, and then we got 1-1. So on here I got the orange. This is an orange action. I created it in Fireworks, just a quick little action I made. And on the side here you can see it was added in as an action. So under my action list, let me see, where's the action? Actions, it's listed in there. I got the orange action. And that's a square one, sorry, that was something else I was working on. So in here it says action animation. What's going to happen is when the user hits the line, it's going to animation placement. So this animation is going to get placed on the character, and then the animation behavior, it's going to replace the character with this image. And the period of time I set each to 30 seconds, and animation repeat is going to be looped. So basically it's just going to keep replacing the character image every time you hit a line, and after 30 seconds it'll go ahead and wipe itself out, remove itself. So they're really just stacking up on top of each other. I had a little bit of issue that if I didn't, sometimes like if I'd hit the orange it would stay purple, or if I hit the green it would stay orange, or if I hit the yellow it would stay green. But it's working now, and how I got that working, and let me just go ahead and die here. I had to go through, so I went through 1-1. Let me get this, I can't move up anymore, but you get the idea. Went through 1-1, I had to right click, bring to front, and then I went to 1-2, right click, bring to front, 1-3, right click, bring to front. I did that through all 6 of them, and then for whatever reason that fixed it and they started working over here. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but it also doesn't make sense, because if they're, yeah, it makes sense that they're stacked this way, but it's bringing them up randomly over here in different orders. So if 2 showed up and then 5 showed up and then 3 showed up, 5 should still be on top of 3. So whatever sense that makes, I did it and it worked. So I imagine I'm going to run into some more issues with that as I get into more levels and building more levels. But this is kind of the gist of it. So, and if you remember one of the other videos, we set, where was it? In the settings, and I'm going to set, get over here. I want this to run while I'm talking about it so you can kind of see it. Pay attention to how fast it's counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll look at that again in a second. I'm going to go ahead and go over here. So in the settings we changed, what was it, advanced gameplay settings, we put the game speed min 50, so that's the game speed min is 50. 250 is the max. How we get there is the time warp combined with the speed increase. Again, I explained in a different video, I think it was 2 or 3 or 4, that those two combined make how fast the game speeds up over time. And there's no real explanation of that in the manual, but that's the gist of it, is how it works. So over here, I'm going to go ahead and let you watch this, count 1 through 5, and then I'll navigate it. I'll pause the video and I'll navigate through the game, and I'll let it get up to a higher count, and you can see how fast it's going when we get a little higher. So hang on. Okay, so now you can see the count is going a little faster. I just finished all the levels, so made it through about 15,000 pixels now, and you can see the count significantly faster than it was in the beginning. Still not ridiculous crazy fast, and I was able to navigate through. It only took me 3 tries, and I made it through. Again, this is not very difficult. These are strictly for demo purposes. These levels, I'm not going to use them in the in-game. Really, the hardest part of all this was figuring out why the character replacement for the action items wasn't working the way I wanted to. And even now, and one more time, you can see how fast 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's how fast it's going. Let's restart this. And you can see again 2, 3, 4. So a lot slower. But the character replacement on here, I'm still not 100% happy with it. And so if you go from a really light color to a darker color, you'll see the outline of the lighter color, and I don't know why that is. It's barely perceptible to me. It's driving me nuts. I wish it wasn't there, and I think I'm actually going to email support and see if I can get an answer on why they keep showing up under there, because that is mildly annoying, and I don't like it. So I'm happy with this though. I think it's a pretty cool deal. I mean, this was the idea. It's just making scenes now, making it complicated, and making it cool, making it fun. You know, I just really ran through it for the first time a minute ago, testing it somewhat, and it's actually kind of fun, which I guess is good and what I want. And I could use some. I have some other ideas, springs, and how to set up like tripwires and stuff. Cool things that I want to set in there. But this was just basics and to show everybody how it's working. And yeah, so I kind of like it. I think it's pretty cool. And that is all for now. Thanks.